go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into another Moonduck replay cast. My name is Maut, and we are here casting a replay of Chris Johnston. Now, like the last replay I did, I do not know which team Mr. Johnston is on, whether it's a solo game or a 5 versus 5 brawl, or, you know, if he's on a in-house, if he's got 5 on his team. It's actually really interesting because the last one that I did was Steve Windsor, and I had no idea what his team was, what side he was on, whether he was Dire or he was Radiant, and it was really interesting because I was just trying to figure that out the entire time, and then later he told me, he's like, oh, by the way, it was all 5 people on on our side. It was all 5 of us that were on that team that won. I thought it was going to be just the anti-mage. This anti-mage had a baller game. I mean, he went like 20 kills or something ridiculous. He had an amazing GPM. His team really created a lot of space, and that was something I probably didn't give enough credit for in that first game. I thought it was really interesting. But yeah, so this replay cast thing, pretty good. Supporting Moonduck myself as well, and so big shout outs to everyone that have purchased a replay for not just myself, but for all those other lame Moonduck casters. Annie, Maut Pax, Zyori, who wants to buy those? But in all seriousness, thank you to everyone for purchasing our stuff. Dota 2, the game, it's paused currently. I'm like thinking, oh, you know, I just have to wait because it's a cast. But really, what I can do is this. This is the best part about replay casts. Boom. See, pause. We just okay. By the way, I'm pretty sure the Wraith King is probably our protagonist because of his name. So just saying. All right, I'm glad I have this on 4 times. All right, we should be good now. We should be good. We'll go ahead and get into introductions. And so on the Radiant side, this should be our protagonist, but we'll keep it an even keeled cast. It's gonna be Chris on the Wraith King. He's got that baller ass item. What is this thing? Blistering Shade. We'll have Chaos K on the Oracle. We'll leave Neon on the Queen of Pain, going for the standard Magic Wand Tango build. Great stuff. Franch on the Bounty Hunter. Good stuff here. Pretty solid start to his build. And then the Timbersaw, also with the good old Magic Wand Tango build. Ah, gosh. On the Dire side, Alexander de Villers. On the Juggernaut with the double Slippers of Agility and Cooling Blade. No Stout Shield. I guess it's fine if you're in an aggressive or defensive tri lane. Welcon on the Zeus, or Velcon. Meanwhile, down bottom, there's some stuff happening as French is going to work with the Orb of Venom. Slowing down DV quite a bit. Should be... It might die here, actually, depending on if they die for this. They go ahead and use the Fortune's End. And that's a kill for KSK. Arrow's going to hit onto KSK. He's going to be stunned for a good 2 seconds or so. But he should still be okay. I don't think Gildem can get this kill, although he's going to run right into the creep wave. That's a problem. You got Tangos. He's fine. He's fine. All right. Good stuff. So DV on the PA, as we talked about, Gildem on the Mirana. We already talked about Velcon on the Mirana, or the Zeus, excuse me, which we'll leave. Oh, just... that is some good stuff. I don't even care that I missed that deny. Oof. Right there. I love it. You don't get to see this too often at you know, 4K matchmaking, and so when you see it in some other games that you're casting, it's just, good stuff, really. The Stifling Dagger onto Chris. Taking a lot of damage. Some good harass coming out from this lane. It's going to be a difficult lane. I mean, Chaos K is doing a nice job of zoning out, and Wraith King does have 7... Tangos. He did go for the Vampiric Aura early, which is interesting. He's going to push out the wave. Although you can turn it off now, which is a really nice thing, and he probably should do that. But no worries. French is going to come in and already just uses his right click. Not really setting up for this kill, though, as Neon wasn't in position for the Shadow Strike. He needed to wait a half second longer, but look at Black go, man. He's like, I'm Black. I'm really great at farming. I'm a great carry. I missed the kill bottom. Hold on. This is important. Ooh, the Wraithfire Blast long range. And that's an easy kill for Chris. And look at that. Look at how aggressive he's playing with low HP. He knows what he can get away with against these 2 squishy heroes at the beginning of the game. And also 5 blast hits, but... Alright, excellent pause. This game's going to have a lot of pauses, I feel like. No worries. Not a big deal. Oh, pause. We're good. Oh, French, what are you doing? He walked through tower range. No, the bounty hunter. Oh, yeah, he was disconnected. That's unfortunate. And the observer ward is going to get dewarded as well. Oh, oh. Oh, he's out of lightning bolt mana. Oh, that sucks. Question mark. That sucks that he died to that. That's rather unfortunate. You win some, you lose some, French. Sorry, buddy. He's a bounty hunter. He doesn't need experience or anything. Come on now. Get him. Gonna get Wraithfire blasted. He leaps sideways. The Fortune's End. Purifying Flames is there. He needs 2 casts of it to get the kill. And... Oh, he almost came back in division. Nice arrow, Chris. Oh, Purifying Flames. It's not enough. Chaos K. Get up. Get up. All right, this might not be worth it. Wait, can he man up? He has no mana. It's a man fight. The PA? Oh, just had enough mana for the Stifling Dagger, and DB almost goes down to the melee creeper, then it loses aggro. This is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Top lane. Uh-oh, time to spin, but Blade, the Orb of Venom's still slowing him down. And Blade Fury will keep him alive. But that's down now, and if IKT, I didn't introduce him, by the way. If he wants to try to go in there, he can't. Alright, he went for a Sage's Mask. He didn't just go straight up Arcane. He can't handle this. Fortune's End's coming again. Get him. Leaps and disjoints it. Nicely done. So we're looking at CS right now. It's 16 CS for the Jug, 15 for the Quap. So the Jug, despite being in a solo lane against a Timber, who arguably should have a better lane than this Jug, is really... This is the issue here. I don't want to. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. All right, guys, listen. If you're in a solo lane against a Juggernaut, you don't need to go 2 points in a reactive armor. He's not going to be hitting you that much. But that's okay. He still has a pretty good lane so far. Look at the Timber Chain. If he gets a kill here, it would be nice. But he's got to wait for French. In fact, he's getting spun on now. But that damage is now gone unless Alexander really wants to try to temper. The reactive armor is starting to kick in with a Tango regen as well. And IKT, had he had Rolling Death here, might have been enough to be able to get the kill. Probably not, though. Probably not. Neon rotating up. No wards, by the way. Not really much vision in this game. There's none for the Dire. The Dire don't have any vision in the game. But here comes Welkin. And Chaos K is like, I'm already out of here. See you later, dude. Meanwhile, jump in, Scream of Pain, and level 2 Timber Chain. It's a long range, dude. You should use it. Come on, IKT. Yes. Oh, he missed. Just needs to hit him once, though, and he's going to die. And it's going to be the Quap that gets the kill. Meanwhile, down bottom, Chris, juking and jiving. Still in trouble. TP. Not going to make it out in time. Good attempt. The dive is successful down bottom as Neon does not have a TP scroll. French did not use his. Although Black. Shuriken. Ooh, Shadow. Oh, what a gust. What a player. Still probably dead, though. His French is pretty speedy. Neon's got Blink in 6. There's no way they don't get this kill, right? Oh my god, he's not going to get this kill. Alright, he got the kill.
I scream bloody murder.
Clown Shoes. I love this game. I love this. This is the best thing ever. Alexander de Villers. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Is still the top CSer currently. It is 5-4, and although it is 6 minutes into the game, we will check the net worth graph, which is even. Experience-wise, it's a small advantage for the Dire team. Welkin has no mana left, and Franch is also... Oh, he's going to try to bottle up. It was almost a good idea. He really... I mean, he was probably dead either way there. There's not much he could have done. Maybe he could have ran, but I think the bounty hunter probably still gets the kill. Maybe a TP would have saved him. I don't know. Bounty Hunter's all over the place. Despite having a rough early game, a rough start with this pause, he's doing okay. He's doing all right. So we settle back into the game, 6.5 minutes in. Already 11 kills in this particular replay. Action-packed indeed. And Chris is rotated out of the bottom lane as they're consistently tri-laning him, or at least rotating the Zeus down often enough that he feels pressured, and it's going to happen again. And Chaos K is about to get dove. This is where you fate seed it yourself and try for, the best that you... Yeah, it's just not going to work out. Although TV is taking a lot of tower. Alright, he didn't get the aggro to go away, but he did get a blur proc at the very least, which is nice. TP comes a little too late to help out the Oracle. That's alright. This might actually work. Which really bothers me. Still though, Chris having a rough time, but we'll see how he can progress as we get to the early to mid game here. Tower down bottom. Ooh, they're gonna go on Chris. He doesn't have his level 6. He needs a stick charge. He's gonna use it, but it's too late. However, KSK will get the counter kill. He does take down the Phantom Assassin, so Chris again getting dropped, but KSK needs to be careful. Lightning Bolt a little bit out of range for Welcon, unfortunately can't get it done. Neon has popped illusions going to work in the mid lane, and then top lane as well. Francis setting it for a kill on Alexander. He's backing up under the tower, smartly realizing that there's probably some action happening. The biggest problem right now is the Dire really just don't have any supports, which is what I talked about in the beginning of the game. There's literally no supports. So they're not going to buy wards really ever. Alexander's going to go for a deny here. Not going to be... I spoke too soon, and he might actually get this kill on for... Alright.
My finest work.
Alright, well at least IKT got the kill. This is not going to work out well for UPA. Scream of Pain. No mana left, but he's got a Soul Ring. Sonic Wave will hit. Shadow Strike won't be enough to bring him down. IKT probably could have dove for that. Arrow swiftly sidestepped by Neon. And that'll be that. Alright, so here's the problem with that last engagement. Bounty Hunter, instead of hitting the Juggernaut, if he just hits the tower, it's denied there. It should be. He doesn't have very high base damage, but I still think it was low enough to be denied. Secondly, he should have used his Shadow Strike, or his Shadow Walk, excuse me, to begin with, and be able to get out of that situation. Unfortunate. Maybe some bad luck. Regardless, it's okay. He'll walk it off. He's still having a pretty good game. Level 5, he's got his Urn of Shadows as well, so a pretty solid start for this Bounty Hunter. Chaos Kid's going to come in. Fortune's End will go. He'll pop off the Purifying Flames as well, not really doing much damage, but Zeus will get pushed back at the very least a little bit. And French will go ahead, and with the lack of vision that the Dire have, he does not see the Shadow Wall come up on the high ground. At least I don't believe he does. And Vulcan seems to know something's amiss. Arrow will come through. KSK will dodge it nicely as it's spotted out. And Neon will have to sit back as well with his treads. 1,300 gold in the bank. It's a lot of gold to be saved up behind you. Alexander is rotated down bottom, and Chris is just like, I want some farm, man. Listen, if you dive me, I have reincarnation. French will get him, though. Shadow Strike. Rather, Shadow Walk damage will come out, and there's going to be the Starstorm coming through. Volcon's nearby as well. He's got a Zeus ult, by the way. There's the Fortune's End as well as the Purifying Flame. Shuriken's going to go. He's low, but he's not low enough. Meanwhile, jump in, Scream of Pain. Neon will get the kill with a nice blink aggressively forward, and 1,700 gold now in the bank. However, they are setting up on bottom. This is what I was talking about. Alexander is diving behind the tower, looking for a creep wave perhaps or a target. He's Omni Slash up. He also has Phase Boots on top of that. And, yeah. Timber Saw starting to come together nicely. Arcanes as well as Soul Ring. I gave him some crap for starting out with a wand, but it seems to turn out nicely. Also, his build in terms of skills was interesting. But, Reincarnation bottom, they'll grab the kill onto him, but he's going to come back. They're looking for Alexander. He already used his Blade Fury aggressively. Not sure why they dove behind the tower, and with the Wraithfire blast as dot, Chris will get the kill with the slow on top of it. Now, can he get the deny on the tower? Will he go for it? He's not going to get it. He needed to do it now. Yeah, he just missed it. It's a good try. There's the False Promise. Chaos K trying to get the TP out, but a nice Lightning Bolt from Welcon. There's the Gust as well, and Chaos K will die to this. And that's going to be a kill going the way of the Drow Ranger. Coming out of the jungle with treads and a Gloves of Haste. What is he going to be picking up with this? It's on the courier. Oh, hold on.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mithril Hammer. Maelstrom. Maelstrom for the Drow Ranger. Okay. I can see it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chris a little far up with no tier 1 tower here to back himself up, but he does have a squad nearby, with Neon especially going for the Orc of Malevolence, or what I imagine to be the Orc of Malevolence. Pretty sure he's not building Echo Saber. Lightning Bolt, Chris, no reincarnation, but the track is up. Now there's going to be the Stifling Dagger to come through. Will they chase down Chris? It looks like they're baiting this, and they're doing it nicely. Neon, he's got Sonic Wave, jump in, Scream of Pain. He could have used his Sonic Wave onto Welkin, and it will just barely hit him. Chris will give his life up for it, but Neon coming in strong for the Radiant team. Cool. The martyr, Chris. Making it happen for his squad. Squad! Maelstrom just about done for black, in fact, and even with the bounty hunter, they weren't very aggressive against him in terms of the laning phase, but
Radiant structures are fortified.
Still a very close game. Net worth advantage for the Dire, very slight. Experience-wise, is going the Radiant's way. It's been used defensively to get out of a Fortune's End. He does it nicely. We've reached that point in the game, the first time where it kind of just hits a lull, and usually it doesn't happen this early on, but they say that, and now French is starting to get aggressive here. And it's got some nice wards down as well. You can see on the map, you can see some good vision placed. Is this going to block? It is going to block the Ancients. And with the Dire not buying any detection, they've played this perfectly. Oh, they're not gonna use a sentry for this. And what? This is still a walking courier. It's 13 minutes into the game. I'm surprised they even have one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm losing it. Great Fire Blast is going to hit onto Alexander here. Let's see if they go for this. Could be a good team fight setup. He's got his Blade Fury. The Fortune's End will fly through. He will not spin it off. He doesn't need to. He's under his tier 1 tower. And IKT's just going to walk up. The Gust will come through, and they're laying into him. IKT's got reactive armor. The False Promise comes through in time. Now they're going to jump in. Shadow Strike, Blade Fury aggressively. Omni Slash at the ready. The arrow's going to hand it to Chris. He's got no reincarnation. He's in trouble. Getting chopped out. He's low. He'll fall first. French looking for black. Can't find it. He's in trouble. Shadow Walk will go. Zeusol, not enough damage, but everyone's low. The Radiant team getting chewed up and chopped down. 4 for Alexander and his squad, and they're going to look for that 5th. Neon has got Blink, though. He should survive. He avoids that arrow, and he will Blink defensively. He's the only survivor. And somehow the Dire get a nice arrow and actually capitalize by getting those 4 kills. A good Thunder God's Wrath on top of it. Nice pickup here. This is a long game, I've realized. Holy. This is a 2-hour-long game! Chris, what are you doing to me? Alright, well, let's settle in for the long haul. Let's settle in. Welkin is going to come up, and he's invis. No detection, obviously. For either team. For that matter. Oops, sorry about that. This is awkward. This is really awkward. This might be one of the most awkward things I've seen. Just walk right past each other. Still, though, French with a good vision. Good placement. It's just a real lack of detection carrying here on both sides. It would make this game a lot easier for both teams if they just bought some detection. Maybe just say that much, okay? I'm glad I got that out of the way. Anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Black with the Maelstrom, the Quelling Blade, and the good old Power Treads combination of items. Meanwhile, the Jug does have some solid items. Formation Shield, Wad, Gotcha. Just gotta keep the scroll as well. Here we go. French is on the nearby. Neon took a lot of damage. Here comes IKT. DV jumping in aggressively. You're a PA at 15 minutes, and he gets blown away. Neon. False promised up. Alexander gets chopped out, and here comes Chris. He wants Welkin. He's going to find him. 3 dead, and the turnaround comes. More than enough damage coming out for the Radiant team, and this is what happens when you feel like you're too far ahead at 15 minutes into the game. Your PA has really nothing. You're going to dive in aggressively like that. It's not maybe the best play.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I've done the kingdom a service.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We'll slow it down a little bit here. And again, you can just see the Radiant here. I can already see it happen. I mean, it's just they have better vision. They have better movement as a team usually. They understand their characters better from what I can understand, maybe with the exception of the Zeus and the Jug. And maybe the Mirana. I can't really speak for her. No Aquila, that's kind of a problem. But, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it just feels like the Radiant team have a better understanding of their characters. Oh, the first ward for the Dire team goes down! It's right here. Oh, you can't even hear the pangs. That's unfortunate. Branch is being aggressive, and again, no detection, so even if they wanted to kill him, they really can't. It's just not possible for them to bring him down. Although, they could probably get the Timber Saw as he gets arrowed. That is almost a sure death. He does not have his Bloodstone yet. Good arrow. Although a bit lucky, I'm sure. Dragonlance the choice for the Drow Ranger, unsurprisingly. Although the Maelstrom first was a bit interesting, intriguing. Already, KSK with the Aether Lens. Real well timed on an Oracle here. Neon getting silenced up. He's got his Blink. Orchid is ready to go. He played that a little too close for comfort, but he'll survive. He disjoints the last auto attack that would have likely killed him had he not blinked there. Another arrow coming through, and KSK is going to just barely avoid it by walking in behind a creep wave. Tier 1 tower top lane taken down as a group of 4 heroes from the Dire side decide to push into that off-lane tower and take it. And that will provide them some items as we come through here. Phase boots for DV up, and the stash Yasha for Alexander with another Blade of Alacrity on the way. It looks like a Diffusal Blade's coming through. Probably for the Wraith King. I think that's a smart choice. Some other purgeable abilities as well are out there. Good against track, very good against track. But that's a loss. That's probably going to be a lot of charges if we try to use it against track. So smart item decisions from this Juggernaut. I think the Jug is one of the smarter, probably one of the best players on the Dire team, I would imagine. The Aghanim Scepter is now done for Mirana. She still is kind of suffering with mana regeneration, which an Aquila would have helped for. She does have the wand, obviously, and some extra mana pool now with the Aghanim Scepter. Still, some ways she could have rectified that situation. Dire team will go ahead and drop some really important wards on the map. It's their first set of wards, it looks like, and they finally start putting them down in spades. They have some very good vision now. Radiant teams is focused right around the mid area, as is the Dire. But the Dire has that. They have the vision advantage by this encroaching area on the map, whereas the Radiant are just focused in this general vicinity. So, some very good vision coming out. Well, at least better vision for the Dire team than the Radiant at this point in time. So, I spoke too soon when I talked about vision and detection. Well, at least vision. Detection-wise, they do have Dust now. The PA now is a support PA, which has worked. We talk about support PA. That was something that was really, really popular for a couple of weeks here in Dota. I haven't been around to witness it, but it was something that I heard has been very popular. Omni Slash going to come through, and that's the problem when you use an Omni against a Quaff with no blink. When she hasn't blinked, she can just blink out of it, and then your Omni Slash ends, so you just feel like a loser just hanging there. Welcome, Shadow Strike is actually going to die. Last tick. It's unfortunate. Neon will find himself a kill. I'm sure he thought, oh, there's no way. But he does get it done. His Orchid was used as well. And what should be a BKB could be a Dragonlance. Would be surprised to see that, but it should be a BKB next for Neon on the Queen of Pain. Uh-oh, they found French. Good false promise, and DV gets a crit off, but is it going to be enough? They're really just going to leave him out to dry here, but he does get the kill. The Fortune's End. Now the Orchid is up, and here comes Neon. He blinks aggressively, and that's the problem. The 17D. Oh, he could have gotten that kill. He's got another blink, though, ready to go, and he's going to use it momentarily. At least he should. No, the silence comes out. Now Neon looking to turn to black, but he's got to blink out. Actually, smart that he saved it. I didn't see black coming through. This time they got me. Top of the net worth right now, ooh, it is even. At least for the graph here. You can also see the experience-wise. It is going the Radiant side. And there's that Diffusal Blade. So Alexander continues to be a force to be reckoned with. But surprisingly, he's below the Neon as well as the Drow Ranger. The Drow did die once, but now with the Dragonlance and Maelstrom and probably a Mjolnir coming soon, he's going to be very farmed. He's going to do a lot of damage. Yes, he might be a little bit squishy. Even with the Dragonlance, he's still going to be able to get dropped very quickly to a lot of this magical damage burst. What about Chris? He's in it for the long haul. We have not talked about our protagonist in some time. A bit of a quiet game, but it's going to ramp up quickly as soon as this relic is turned into that Radiance. That Bloodstone is up for the Timber Saw as well. starting to get some big items here on both sides of the map.
Shadows take us.
And let Shadow's gonna go, and it looks like they found IKT. On the hunt, he'll Timber Chain out, though. He knows something's amiss, and it looks like he might have seen it with that Observer Ward placed down. Nicely done from IKT. On the other side, they've spotted DV, or at least he's pinged something out. Maybe they haven't spotted him. He'll drop the ward, no vision to catch him out with the Radiant squad. IKT still trying to hightail it out of there. Meanwhile, Chris will spot Welkin. There's going to be the track up as well, Shuriken, and this should be a death with Urine Charge on top, but Chris wants that last right click, and he'll find it. That'll provide himself the Radiance. Chris finding a big kill, and just a misplay coming out from the Zeus, who's had a pretty good game thus far. Lots of movement heading down toward this bottom lane. The PA is going to head back behind the tower, but now mid lane, some action happening as Chris is rotated in. The Fortune's End will come through. There's the Blade Fury. Chris has got Reincarn, so he's fine, but I don't think he wants to give it up this easily. He's got 6 charges, and there's the Omni Slash just to get the kill. It's now bouncing to French. He'll use that Shadow Walk now. Alexander, no way to get out of trouble. Fortune's End will come through. The track is up, and now they will find that pickoff. Oh, Chris, he didn't have the mana for it. Oh, no. The Diffuser Blade purged him of it. Alexander showing just what he can do with that item. Again, speaking too soon. Unfortunate for Chris, but still a probably favorable trade going the way of the Radiant team. In fact, definitely favorable as they get the kill on the Mirana as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They'll take down this tier 2 tower. The BKB in progress for the Queen of Pain. And Welkin is coming in with the Helm of the Iron Will now, looking to finish up that. He's had this for a while. He really needs to finish that up with Black, getting chewed down. A huge kill. He is top of the net worth, and he just feeds himself away to this Radiant team. And Chris would have been like to be there for that extra bit of gold, but that is gigantic. I think they got the track off as well. They're looking to go back in. IKT throwing up the Chakra, misses. Now they might make the back call here with that not connecting. Dust will come through. DV coming in, looking for IKT. Timber Chain gets lightning bolted mid-toss. There's the false promise. Can he stay alive? Sonic Wave. They blow up DV with the Scream. Can they get him? Orchid won't bring him down quite yet. And the Purifying Flame sealing him back up. Welkin gets the lightning bolt. Alexander helps get the kill onto KSK, the Oracle. And Neon will blink out, and it looks like the Jug can't chase. No way of chasing without that Blink Dagger up and ready to go. And another favorable trade coming out for the Radiant team. It looks like IKT will go ahead and Timber Chain out. Alexander's still on the hunt. There's going to be the arrow. Not going to be able to connect here as the Timbersaw still trying to get his way out of this potential fight. And it looks like he will make it away. As now it's going to be another item picked up for the Zeus. It'll be the Helm. Excuse me, the Veil of Discord. Whew. A spicy game, 24 minutes in. And again, this is a 2-hour-long game, so just something to keep in mind. Or, well, around that area of time, I think. Timber Chain away. Welkin and Alexandra going to go ahead and try to find a target here. See if they can find anyone. Lots of fights to be had. This is a bad idea, Alexander. I don't know about this. Good Blade Fury, but Chris, again, still has Reincarnation. Getting diffused up. He's going to turn Wraithfire Blast, and he will have that Reincarn. Great Timber Chain. The Chakram. IKT will fall, but it might be worth it. Alexander getting low. Can they bring these guys down? Radiant Spur not doing enough, but with the Orchid, it might help. They're going to mech up as well. Can they bring him down? Yes, and now DV just doesn't do enough damage on his own. This Phantom Assassin has no items. Neon jumps in. He's got the Shadow Strike. He'll use it. Good Phantom Strike away, but it's not going to be enough as he will get brought down. Even with the Blur hitting, it's going to be a godlike sprue for this Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Black trying to go toe-to-toe with IKT. Not really winning, and IKT still silenced up, but here comes the Timber Chain. Chakram will come back momentarily. Is it going to be enough? It looks like he will survive. And they get to tier 2 in the process. Great fight coming out for this Radiant team, and Chris has picked himself up his Blink Dagger, starting to really get involved in this game, and Neon, a big part of that too. Neon, French, and IKT in that last fight having a great impact. They're going to try to take this tier 3 tower down. But it's not over yet for this Dire team. They're looking to hold on. 26 minutes into this game. I don't know how this is going to go that long, but Screaming Pain, Shadow Strike, Sonic Wave, Orchid, not enough to bring him down. Now with one more auto attack. Don't even need it. The Urine Charge will do the job, but Chris goes a bit too far forward. Welkin, Arc Lightning still. Neon gets a double kill as Beyond Godlike. French, low. Neon cannot afford to die here. He's got BKB. Probably won't turn this. He'll try to go for the TP. It looks like he will be successful. No! Oh! The Shadow Strike crit from DV. And he's up to 1,700 gold just like that. Arrow? IKT coming in a bit too late to the party. He's got a TP as well. With Arrow down, he could just TP out now. He could have TP'd out a long time ago, in fact, but he doesn't need to, it looks like. Crazy game. Crazy game. 29-24 at 27.5 minutes into the game. That is 50 kills within the first 27 minutes. That's 2 kills a minute, roughly. Give or take a kill or two. This is an insane amount of action happening in this Dota game. And yes, I am fast-forwarding. This is a solo cast. I'm not looking to have myself die with the sinus infection. I do apologize, but when there's little to no action, it's just farming. I can look around the map, I can see what's happening, but really what we're looking for is this kind of movement and team fights happening together as a team. In fact, you can see it happening now, so I'll slow it down. IKT about to get ganked here by the squad. Get him's gonna come in, the Gus will come first. He'll drop the Veil down, and boy, does he die quickly. Amount of auto attack damage on this team, as well as magical burst, is pretty absurd with the Aghanim Scepter and Zeus. It's a nice balance, despite the fact that this is a very carry-heavy team. In fact, it's a 5-carry team. I do like the split push coming in from Chris with a Radiance Burn and Neon with the Screamer Pain as well. Neon dying there, his first death of the game, 11-1-8, a great stat line, but that can turn sour very quickly with the amount of auto attacks coming through. And the amount of auto attack damage, I should say, coming up from the squad. So it looks like it will be a, I would imagine, Chief's Guard for the Queen of Pain, and then they'll probably end up getting 2, which they don't really want. One of these should be an AC, but we'll see if they actually turn into it. And meanwhile, I miss a kill as Black gets the kill on the Bounty Hunter, who dies, I'm sure, very quickly. We see the 4 step up for the Chaos K Oracle. Obviously, we've talked about the Orchid Malevolence. Guardian Greaves are up on French. She's had a pretty good game. On the other side, Mjolnir, Yasha. Black has kind of been stifled for the past couple of minutes. DV finally has Vlad's, and we'll get up to a BKB next. Speaking of BKB, get him as his, and the Juggernaut has been stifled pretty heavily. A bit unfortunate. Oops, that's the wrong button. French will find get him up into the top lane as the Aether Lens is now done for the Zeus, who's had a very slow start, but is starting to come back into it. Still, though, look at where he is in the net worth. He's last in the game right now. You can see there's going to be the Wraithfire Blast, and they probably will get this kill on Black. Almost gets denied to Newts, but not quite lucky enough to have that happen to him. Bottom lane pushing in. They'll be able to clear this out rather quickly. They're pinging Roche, by the way, thinking they're in the Roche pit, saying that, okay, well, he's down here. The rest of them are in the Roche pit, but sadly, that's not the case. And Chris will check it out, but maybe they just want to go to Roche. They have Vampire Core. They can do it just as easily. In fact, look how fast this is going down at 32 minutes into the game. With Vampire Core, this is fine. It's max level now. However, there is this ward here, and so they should have vision of them entering the pit. In fact, I'd be surprised if they didn't. You can see here, this is where they have vision to. This area right here. They're going to throw that arrow in, and Chris is in trouble. They need to leave now. They don't want to give this away. Chris has reincarnation, but they need to have the rest of his team here. However, they're rotating in very quickly. DB. Stifling Dagger, get him, really wants this kill. Great Fate's Edict, however. BKB's going to go. The dust is up, but it's stopped by the BKB. Sonic Wave comes out, nicely done, and here comes Chris. He wants Wilkin, he'll find it first, but the Omnislash jumping through. Chris in trouble still, has that reincarn, and there it goes. DB orchided up. There's the Scream of Pain. Still Blur Proc coming in, and they will grab another kill. Chaos K, can he get out? Alexander is stunned up, but not in time to save that Oracle. Shuriken Toss will go through. Alexander drops, though. He'll get brought down. He'll fall. And they clean house again. The Radiant team says, we're in position to take this Roshan. Black is looking to contest. However, he can't do so without A, a Blink Dagger, or B, the rest of his team. And another great initiation in team. Ah, I missed the recap. Coming out for this Radiant team. Lots of good movement. They realize that they have a lot of time to work with here. Although this is a bit awkward for the Dire team. They're going to feed some more money away. BKB, get him. Going to have to pop it and back away. Meanwhile, DV's going to try to TP out. I don't think he's going to make it. It was close, but no cigar as IKT comes in and shreds the rest of the jungle for them. Meanwhile, Get him has been spotted. Timber Chain all the way forward from IKT. Low in mana, but with the Sheep's Guard as well as Arcane. Still, though, Arrow, he walks into it. IKT veiled up. He'll get dropped. And Chris now needs to be careful. His Reincarn is back up, and he's got that Blade Mill up and ready to go. Alexander, Omnislash ready. Zeus ult comes out, Aegis, and Reincarn. Both used. Chris is back up and ready. Neon might have to back out. Alexander's low. Can they get the kill? Great arrow. Stops him from doing so. They will pick it up. Neon pops the BKB. No usage of that Sonic Wave for 3 seconds here. On the other side, they've already lost Chaos K, and it's now all 5 dead. The Dire turn it around. Too much aggression coming out from that Radiant team. All 5 go down. It is 35-32. One team has a kill a minute. The other team is close to doing so. What a game this has turned into. 3,989 gold picked up just for that fight alone. 10,000 experience goes the way of the Dire team. That's something else. With everyone dead, we'll keep it a little bit slower here. A little bit faster, excuse me. IKT now back up and alive, gets gusted up and gets chopped down, and might have to use his Bloodstone here, although they're not doing as much damage as you would think with reactive armor up and get him. Fortune's ended, but he was looking to throw that arrow to cover the retreat. Now TPM, blink forward. There's the Blade Mail. They have detection. Get him's getting caught. Dust is up. They found him, and that's going to be the kill that they'll grab. It's only one, but they do get the kill nonetheless, and now Wraith King building into that BKB. Back and forth we go. That last fight nets the Dire team almost a 2,500 gold swing. But here we go, a push coming in from the Radiant team. They decide to push down to that middle lane. Bottom lane's not really pushed in. I feel like if there was a Boots of Travel on one of these characters, there could be some easy split pushing happening here. But obviously not going for that particular item. Veil's up. Chris will take a lightning bolt, some amplified damage with it. BKB is now done, so if they want to try to turn around here, they can if they want to. What a game this has turned into, really. I've said it multiple times. This is 38 minutes in. We're not even halfway yet. That's kind of insane, really, when you think about it. Top lane, Chris is back up and pushing the wave out, but he's alone. And just because you have a BKB as well as Reincarnation does not mean you are invincible. He will have to pop it, and that is a bit too early. He's got the blink. It'll work. It's close, but it will work. I do like the play. He could have blinked out there, but that's still a fine play as well. The Juggernaut was not hitting his auto attack while spinning, which did not stop his blink tag, which was interesting. Speaking of blink, does Jug have his? No, he went for a Demon Edge. MKB's good against the Radiant Spurn. Makes sense. I mean, they have some serious damage. I feel like this Radiant team is going to start falling off here pretty soon, and then it'll only get good into the late game when Chris becomes a monster. This Queen of Pain, yeah, Sonic Wave does work through BKB. You know, but there's going to be a lot of auto attack damage he's going to miss out on because these guys are all agility heroes. They'll find Div in the jungle here. The Wraithfire Blast was thrown up. He did pop the Blade Mail, but they won't go on him. Smartly back away from the Wraith King. The Moonlight Shadow is used to cover the retreat of the Phantom Assassin and the Mirana. And, well, instead of splitting up and farming across the map, it looks like they're grouping up of it as a team on the Radiant side, which is
double damage.
Maybe not the most efficient thing in the world, but allows them to play with more confidence. Blink Dagger now up on the Zeus. Speed it up just a little bit here. Dust almost narrowly catching the Bounty Hunter if you try. IKT will walk into an Observer Ward. Misses his Timber Chain, so no combo coming out. Here we go. Veil popped up. There's going to be a blink in from Chris. Div is stunned up. No BKB. He'll pop his own, though. He's going to get the Omni Slash going through the rest of his team's branch. And Trouble Falls. Primus. Chris will get off that Reincarnation. There's the Blade Fury. IKT is in front. The Sonic Wave doesn't hit everybody, but it hits enough. There's the Zeus ult, 2-for-1 exchange. Meanwhile, Drow will buy back. They'll lose Alexander. He doesn't have his. Black will come back in. Can he die again here? Might be a dieback. Black in trouble. Getting chopped out. It is. He's dead for 104 seconds. Yes, they'll get Chris. This is not a great fray coming out for this Dire team, and an amazing turnaround for this Radiant squad. 3,000 gold earned, 8,000 experience, and again, it is 40-34 at the end of the day. 2 BKBs popped, as you can see. Another great fight for the Radiant team. That's a dead Zeus. Woo, maybe not. Yeah, the Shuriken kills him. Although Neon was very low. Very low. I'll speed this up a little bit. Oh, here we go. That's a diffuse blade. Bounty hunters, they need to leave him behind. Maybe not. They don't have detection. Oh no, he missed it again. IKT gets false promise. Will it be enough? Oh, he's dead. I think he's dead. They'll lose Chaos K. Will they lose IKT? Absolutely. Will Neon go down? Zeus ult. It's a BK beat up Queen of Pain, but they will on the other side find Franch as Gidim gets the kill. And what about Neon? Can they stop him from blinking away? Not really. He gets up to the high ground, going for that TP. Lightning Bolt! He gets it! Oh, well, God, I see you! And the Stifling Dagger crit for the second time in this game against the Queen of Pain. What luck. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Chris is like, I wasn't there, guys. You probably shouldn't have fought. I've said that so often to my teammates. Guys, I wasn't there. I don't know what you were thinking. Not there. Your carry's not there. So he'll go back to farming. The rest of the Dire team. Radiant are really making this hard on themselves, honestly, with some of their calls that they're making. Not to say that they're playing bad, or it's just there's one or two calls that they feel a little too confident in. They're not making the right plays. Most of the time, they're winning these team fights, but there are some issues. You know, the rubber band coming back, obviously helping out the Dire team a little bit in that last team fight, and what have you. I mean, yeah, there's track gold too, which is another thing that you have to really concern yourself with if you're the Dire team. Meanwhile, IKT gets laid into again. Good thing he's got reactive armor to Shiva's guard and blade mail. False promise. By the way, some really good item builds in this game. I will give them that much credit. Yedim's going to come through. Shuriken Toss is going to come out. He'll have to BKB. Leap to the high ground. He will make it away. Zeus ult will come through to stop the chase. No blink daggers being able to be used, and Chris was on cooldown to begin with. And that should be the end of it. Alexander's going to go ahead and try to go on to Chris. BKB will be popped. He's got blink dagger ready to go if he needs to, and he has his blade mail back up to 3. So they want to turn back into Alexander. They thought about it for a moment there, and then said, let's not do that. We'll head into the Roche pit and take down Roshan and claim their prize. Well, at least they'll try. Arrow comes through, and it does hit onto IKT. Alexander, no blink dagger, but Diffusal 2, Manta MKB. He's a big, strong lad. If he wants to try to fight this, he'll send the illusions in. Omni Slash onto the illusions! You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Meanwhile, Div jumps in. It's my rope. I got flats. I'm ready to fight. Chris is kind of out of position. Although Franch is going to get some vision. Oracle's Purifying Flames. There's the Phantom Strike out. Arrow will hit Roche. Alexander comes in. Blade Fury. Again, Omni Slash. Do they not know that he used Omni Slash there? They should know with the illusions. There's the dust up. Black pops the Manta style. Jug's going to finish this off if they're not careful. IKT might walk in. And he does get it. Sonic Wave comes through. BKB popped. Now Black getting caught. This is still not a great fight for the Radiant team. Although Black is about to fall, not enough. The Radiant Spurn might get him, and it will. But now he's chased too far. The rest of his team getting chewed through. No Omni Slash shield, but Div has popped his BKB. IKT has to back up. There's going to be the Timber Chain away. Everyone is low. Chris will get a double kill on the other side of the map. Hex is up in there, ready to go. Div's going to get caught, but Chaos K, he doesn't force himself out. It's a 2 for 2, but it's 2 supports for 2 carries. And Chris continues to farm up and away. Now he'll TP out. Very close fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
"48 minutes in, and what can you say about this Dota 2 game? It is a game of Dota 2. It's really all I can talk about. It truly is a game of Dota 2. I would like to see the Drought Ranger build into Hurricane Pike a bit earlier. I understand you want to get an MKB. This is the problem with building the Mjolnir early on. You can build an Ags instead, which is just better for farming. Ooh, they pick up the gem. I was waiting for it. I was wondering at what point in time will they buy the gem. The answer to that question, ladies and gentlemen, is at 48 minutes and 30 seconds. Manta style, Wraithfire Blast will go. He should have waited on that Manta, but that's a hard trick to the... Not a hard trick, but just a difficult maneuver to be actually able to use. And Alexander will not only lose 1 life, but he'll lose 2. Luckily, it was not a buyback life, but it's a dominating spree picked up for the Timbersaw, who now is sitting at 3,100 gold. The current gold in this game is outstanding. And by that, I mean there's a lot of it. 5,500 gold for the Wraith King. 3,000. Oh, please buy something. Wraith King. Please buy a component of anything. Anything. Chris, I'm begging you. There's going to be the glyph coming out. And a buyback coming in. Tier 3 tower being assaulted but not taken down. Buyback force coming out from the Juggernaut. If I were a betting man and I didn't already know the length of this game, I would have bet that this game would be over within the next 5 to 10 minutes. But then again, well, I'm pretty good at betting, but clearly not in this circumstance. Good effort on the Manta style dodge. He did get out of the Fortune's Head, which I thought was pretty impressive, but that's still not going to be enough. So he will go down. Chris does have to use a BKB charge for it. He's already down to 5-second BKB charge. That's unfortunate. That is, that's very unfortunate, in fact. Oof, this is gonna get interesting soon. Light Shadow. They'll find Chris. Blade Mill is up. There's Starstorm, and it's just a back call. Yes, they're gonna back. Move together as a team, go bottom, try to defend that. Not successful, try to chase. Welkin is going to get caught, however, with a BKB. Wraithfire Blast. Chris coming in, gets off the solids with the help of his friend, the Queen of Pain. However, just not enough damage with that Sonic Wave. They'll lose French. They'll lose their first hero. Now the Omni Slash coming in. It looks like this might be the direst team fight to take. They can't quite get Neon. Can they get IKT? Can they get anybody out of this is the question. Everybody's pretty low. They've lost 2 to their supports again. Alexander goes down to Chris into IKT. They turn it around. They get 2. Can they get more? False Promise is ended. IKT will fall. And actually, they will lose everybody here. They do have Reincarnation still up on the Wraith King, and Neon's still silenced up. He's got his blink up and ready to go now if he can get out of this, and it looks like he should be able to. He'll blink further into the tree line, and Welkin does have an Aether Lens. He might be able to cancel his TP on the other side. Reincarnation has been used. His AC is being completed, and it looks like that'll be the end of it. And now we're just back to farming for a bit, and that's why I'm speeding it up so fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about halfway through this game of Dota 2. And obviously we don't have a clear winner yet. Some impressive Dota game. Sure can be nice. Or a Hex. I forgot the Bounty Hunter had a Hex, which is kind of insane. France just having a Hex. That's insane. The Bounty Hunter has a Hex. I guess that kind of happens when you have 32 assists. It's a fair bit. We're getting there, folks. Is Black dead? Looks like he's alive. Div might be dead. Div's dead. BKB? BKB? Ooh, there it is. Nice Manta dodge. Omni Slash. Blade Mail's up. Not really going to do much to the Omni Slash, but still. Not really much damage being done, and they're chewing everybody down. Chris and Neon and everybody are going ham. Good blink out from Welcon to avoid that track into a shuriken toss. Or auto attack for that matter. And they'll push high ground. They have to get a set of racks out of this. I would be shocked to see them not get high ground out of this, especially with Reincarn up and an AC now ready to go. This push should be a lot easier than they're making it look. Thunder's God's Wrath. Are they really gonna back here? Well, they're about to lose 2, so yes, I guess that they will back. And Chris, instead of just being in the front of the fight and taking all this damage and reincarnating, he's not. He's really letting his team take all of this damage. And they'll kill 3. And they will be 3 down on the other side as well. Get him, we'll go ahead and buy back. Chris still has his reincarn out. Dude, Welkin is going to die to 2 crits. He gets himself a triple kill. The Wraith King starting to lay in. Get him. Might be an XD. He actually gets stunned up, and Chris is looking. Where did Get him go? He found him. And his BKB now down, IKT will try to chase, but instead Chris will go to work on the racks, and with nobody up for another 26 seconds, with the exception of this Get him Mirana, I don't see them not getting at least melee out of this. They should get a full range, and a full set of racks, rather. And they will. Go for the Tiffany Towers up, and they'll be successful in doing it. Don't tell me this is a game where they come back from Vegas. I've got a Bloodthorn on that freaking quap. Oh, and Roche respawns at a perfect time, really, for this Dire team. Radiant team are not in a position to contest a fight. Chris is going to get stunned up. This is a Cheese Roche, by the way. Omni Slash is up and ready to go, and Chris has reincarn, but he needs his team. Alexander is low. Blade Fury will come. There's the BKB. False Promise a little early. He wants black. He's thinking about it. And here comes the rest of the team. They're getting in position. They still want a Timbersaw. Meanwhile, they're going to actually take a lot of damage from Chris K. Good Shiva's Guard. The dust is up as well. They found Welcome. They have a Scotty and a Bloodthorn on Neon, and they go to work. But here's the Omni Slash and Chris. His second life. Will they lose it? He's low. The Blade Mill will go, and they get the kill with a crit coming out. It's a godlike spree for the Murata. Huge amounts of gold going his way. French is going to try to get his way out of here. Sonic Wave, nice damage. Not enough just yet. The Scotty will slow down the Murata. Now he's going to try to go toe-to-toe with Black, and he'll fall. Great fight for the Dire team. They even bought back on the Wraith King. Long pause, potentially. Not that long. A push. As Roche was taken, they've given the cheese to Drow, they've given the Aegis to the Juggernaut. Is that ward really out of range? It is, wow, nice. Ah, this is a huge item. I'm surprised Jug didn't get this earlier, too. Oh, he has it, too. So, the Abyssal Blade is a gigantic item for this Dire team. Really big item. I mean, let's look at the items real quick anyways. 3 MKBs. A BKB on a couple of these heroes as well. More than a couple, actually. There's a lot. And with that, more farming. So, very close game, 60 minutes in. I wonder what the graphs look like, actually, before I do the speed up. 15,000 advantage. It was 20,000 for the Radiant team. It is now 15,000. There's experience advantage for the Dire. It's 10,000. It's pretty big.
Illusion.
Nice scan.
Shadows, take us.
I'm waiting to see the pinnacle of this game. Do they have detection there? They don't. They have a gem, don't they? Did they lose it? It's still on the Murata. She picks back up. Stifling will go. The Gus is up onto Chaos. Oh boy, is he dead. He can false promise himself, but it's only going to be a little bit longer. He probably should have saved that for his teammate. IKT is going in, but he's on his own, and I don't care how tanky you are. You are not surviving against that squad. Zeus does DC a bit an opportune time, but still, 3 quick kills going the way of the Dire squad, and they keep trying to turn this right around. And in fact, how much gold do they get out of that, really? Under a couple thousand. Some big pickups. 3-man rotations coming out from the Radiant team do not work out in favor of that squad. And now it looks like the Dire team will push down mid and try to take this tier 3 tower in the high ground. In fact, it's going to be close. They have Glyph, they'll use it. Really, they don't want to have to buy back on 2 of those heroes. Chaos already buying back. Sonic Wave coming through, blowing up the creep wave. Chris in trouble. Good false promise. He does have that second life. He gets the stun off. They have the Scotty coming through, and that will be enough to bring down the Juggernaut, but he's got that Age of Steel. Meanwhile, Cheese is still up, I believe, on that Draw Ranger. Black Hex up. No, he's used it already, and he's going to get chopped down, but here comes Div going back in. BKB still up for Chris, now down. Arrow coming through, misses wildly. French going in too hard, but now they're going on Alexander. It's going to be the usage of the Chakraman. He's getting chopped down. Chris dead for 2 minutes. Alexander's damage too high, but he's getting kind of the Scotty's too much. No BKB, no way to get out of it. He'll fall, and Div might be next. IKT with a Chakram. Get him's BKB. It's not enough. One more auto attack. He's still alive, but barely. He might actually get out. Meanwhile, Welkin will go die, and get him might actually survive, almost denying himself there. It is a 4-for-1 exchange.
Double damage.
4,000 gold with tracks, with all of the kills, and it is go time for this Radiant team. In fact, Chaos K gets that kill on the Mirana in the bottom lane. Buybacks will come from 3 heroes on that dire squad, and if I was a betting man again, I would say that this is a very close GG. But again, I've already got the burden of knowledge. I already know how this game is going to end up, is what I'm trying to say. You guys somehow keeping up with this? I know I am. This actually looks really cool. This is really, really nifty. So pretty much what I'm gaining from this, what I'm learning, is they're moving together to farm the map. I could spend 5 to 10 minutes discussing about what exactly they're doing, what they're buying, how the gold looks, what have you, but really, all that it comes down to is they're moving together as a team. P. Pef? P? I don't know. That was the Phantom Assassin. That's
Worthy tribute.
I mean, we're getting close, I think. Well, maybe not. Looks like a fight was gonna happen.
Shadows take us.
Arrow. Chris. No, Alex. Okay. I'm like, look at where you're standing. Look at where your tier 3 tower is. Look at where they are. Don't do that. I'm really on the edge of my seat here. I don't actually know who's going to win this game. I would imagine it's the Radiant team, but I don't know. This is why live games are pretty cool too. A bit aggressive. I don't mind it. Now I mind it a little bit. Reincarn not really providing them with what they need. Omnislash will come through, by the way, and French is probably going to take the brunt of it. Chris is going to work. They aren't losing anybody yet, but IKT is in fact low. Zeus refreshes. He just got it to get the kill on that Timbersaw. Nicely played. Chris still alive with his second life, barely, but the Lightning Bolt will grab the kill. Welkin will pay with his life. Probably worthy trade, however. Alexander coming back in, full health now, ready to go. Neon getting almost bashed up and brought down, and they cannot secure that second lane of racks. They have to back together as a team. And no further follow-up chasing coming out from this dire side.
Dire's courier has been
Nicely
killed.
done, Chaos. The ward spotted out the courier moving down bottom. That was impressive. He does get his Abyssal, however. There's the silence, but the Manta out, and Neon gets stunned up. Abyssal Blade already used, I believe, and so it won't be enough to get the kill. It's a good effort, but still, there weren't really many crits there for him to hang his hat on. Uh-oh. He should have TP'd out a while ago. Although, I'm not sure. Neon is low, but there's the Hex up coming out. Welkin jumps in. Thunder God's Wrath. Lightning Bolt blows up Neon. He's down for 97 with a buyback. Chaos K is going to go ahead and force himself out. The Fate's Edict is there. Welkin has another Lightning Bolt ready to go. Blinks forward, really trying to chase after this Oracle, and looks like he will. Fortune 10's going to come through. Still low. Lightning Bolt. Arc Lightning again. He has the Octarine Core, so pretty low cooldowns on his abilities. Chris is here nearby to help out. France is also stalking and looking to see if they can find a pickoff here. And what looks like that they won't be successful. The track is up, and we'll try to find the bounty hunter, but he's slippery. He is a slippery man. Black has been very quiet, by the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. Welcome. Alright, you're okay.
Vanish.
Invisibility. Immortality.
By the way, real quick, Roshan was taken. They give the Aegis to the Drow Ranger and the cheese back to the Jug, who... What did he drop? Well, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but he definitely dropped something. Dire really started to take over the map, which is interesting because they're a set of racks down. They have the advantage right now, I feel like. And they're about to find another advantage as well. He's going to have to get false promise. Refresher's going to come out. They'll both survive, at least for now. French probably won't. He should fall here. Yeah, he's definitely dead. He's dead 3 times over, in fact. Yeah, he's super dead. We got it, guys. He's dead. IKT walks into the entire opposing team, and he's going to fall. He's down for 87. His Bloodstone will do nothing to help his respawn time, really. And he'll have to buy back, and now everybody's really jumping in a little too far. The glyph is up. They should be focused on these buildings, and right now they're not. Alexander's too far in. He does pop the healing ward. They should bring it down, and they do. But now Black Langan has the Aegis, mind you. They're going to use that Chakram. IKT needs to be careful. There's that Hurricane fight coming up from Black. Alexander pops the cheese. Blade Fury will go. Omni Slash not there. Good silence out of 2. Sonic Wave comes in. It'll clip on the Drow Ranger and bring her down. Looks like they will fall on the Jug. He buys back, but he already used his bots. Not worth it. He'll be down for a long time, or at least not there. They also lose Deve on, of course, that Phantom Assassin. They get the Hex up onto Black. That's a huge pick. He's already lost his Aegis. Meanwhile, on the other side, Get him is forced to pop the BKB. But now Black laying into Chaos K. The 2 supports are here alone. And yes, they get the kill. No, they don't even get the kill on the freaking Mirana. She TP's out. And Black should be focused down, but they're really not going for him. Hex. Maybe they'll kill him now. Although the Jug is coming. Yes, he's dead. But here comes the Jug. Abyssal, that's probably not the target you want to go on. Neon laying into the Jug, who does not have his Omni Slash for 10. He's not going to make it. It's a dieback for the Jug. This is where you go. You push as a team. You buy back and you try to end the game. Or something. That doesn't look likely. IKT now in a lot of trouble going to the enemy base on his own. And he misses his Timber Chain yet again. And this will force him to once more die. Sloppy mistakes from both sides. Oh. That's some Cyrillic. Chris is inside the base. They go for the melee again. Maybe should be going for the ranged racks. BKB is about to be done. The glyph comes through. Nicely timed. Doctrine Core up for the Queen of Pain now. They'll back up together again. No Timber Saw. It's 29 seconds. Yeah, there's no Jug. Oops. And Chris will TP himself up to the top lane and try to split push it out. No tier 3 towers on either set lane of racks, but
I'll take that.
what is it really going to matter? They can't really find a way to push in. Did it again. Alexander has been spotted out bottom. Blade Fury's going to go. Do they have a way to catch him? Link forward from Chris. Yep. Hexed up. Sentry down. Later. Dead for 99. No buyback for however long. Minute and 43. And the melee racks have already regen back up, by the way. They're backdoor protected as well. They won't be for much longer as the creeps are coming in the base. Oh, hello, how are you? already missed a kill. Oracle will fall almost instantly to the double Zeus ult. Sonic Wave's gonna get dropped down. Zeus will TP out, which I don't know why. He's at full HP, and the rest of his team is doing some serious work. 3 dead on the Radiant. Chris is gonna have to pop his BKB. I don't think this is the time for you to fight, Chris. You just hit the buildings. Or back. Too late, he's already dead. And that's everybody down. The only survivor is Neon, who was able to TP out in time somehow. And there it is. It's rapier time for that Drow Ranger as we close in the last 20 minutes of this game. They will take down the Zeus, defending that top lane of tier 3 in Rax.
Roshan has fallen to the dire.
French almost trying to steal Roche in the Aegis, it looks like.
Shadows.
Moonlight Shadow. Cheese is there. Uh-oh! Somebody get the cheese! They're really not going to get that, huh? That is one of the most disheartening things you'll ever see. Chris, walk in there. Walk into the pit! Come on! Please! Somebody! Franch? No! Oh, come on. Please. Always check the pit after cheese is up. Always. Always, always, always. Maybe not always.
You thought me gone.
Well,
Did you not?
he just got ganked real hard. Real hard gank. Super hard gank. Extraordinarily hard gank that just happened. And Jug is down again. He's had a rough last 10 to 15 minutes or so. Maybe longer. Can they get anything accomplished with this? Even if they get the set of racks, it is not game over yet. However, it has put them in a very advantageous position. But at this point in time, you're against a Divine Rapier Drow Ranger. You're against a Daedalus Mirana. They have MKBs. The only thing they really need is armor reduction, which they are severely lacking in that department. They've already taken the range Rex, but Chaos K is going to get brought down. IKT will try to stay his ground with his reactive armor, but he is getting chunked down, and the Drow will find herself a double kill. Unsurprisingly. Ranged Rex down. Get him hexed up, but here comes the Gust, and Chris is about to get thwomped, and boy does he. He does get the Mirana, by the way, who gets some crits off and probably gets herself killed by the Blade Mail. However, Chris now going toe-to-toe with these two heroes, and I don't think this is going to work out for him. In fact, he does fall very quickly. French is going to come back in and almost die to illusions. Shuriken Toss is not going to get the kill there. It was a good effort by French, but he's still dead nonetheless, or I thought he was. He's really... What is he going for? She's full health. That's not going to work.
The prize is mine.
Sisters.
Well, the AC will help, but they really need a Deso. Badly.
The Swift, the spars.
Ooh. Gets a Timber Chain finally.
Vanish.
IKT! I believe! Yes, you're fine. You're fine! You're not fine. You're fine. Zeus ult trying to get that kill. Unsuccessful, although they might find more elsewhere, which really wasn't even their intention. Maybe not. Radiant team have resorted to split pushing for the majority of this last part of the game, and I do not blame them. The game has slowed down, 70 to 68. We were at a kill a minute for both teams earlier, and now we've slowed down to, I wouldn't say a crawl, but it certainly has slowed down this game, which I'm not complaining about. Lots of defensive happenings, and Chris makes the ultimate decision. He goes ahead and he purchases up the Divine Rapier, which I'm sure is on the courier. It is. Not only that, but he has 4,000 gold. He could buy another one pretty soon, or I'm sure more than likely saving for buyback. The question is, what do you drop? Probably the Blade Mail, I would say. Although it is still a very good item against all of that right-click damage. But remains to be... is he just going to have this on the... Okay, no, he had it flown out to him, it looks like. Well, or it's in his stash. Maybe he's waiting until he dies next? I don't know. Well, they're going to push top, though, and this, it's starting to get tricky. Rapiers abound, and at 93 minutes with a lack of buybacks on a couple of these heroes could be something interesting. Sentry down, Div's been spotted, gets stunned up, he's going to get bashed. There's going to be the Sonic Wave, they'll bring him down first. No buyback, in trouble. The rest of this Radiant team, though, getting low as well with all of this damage coming out, especially with the Zeus ults. They will lose the reincarnation up Wraith King. He'll come back in, he'll go to work into Welkin, he'll find that kill, but the Drow, the Jug, as well as the Marauder are still going toe-to-toe, but Black in trouble. He's got to run. Chris is going to find the kill. The Rapiers on the deck will drop the Blade Mail. He does get arrowed up. They'll buy back. Can they get this kill? No reincarn. He's going to drop the Rapier in the deck. And now Black picks it back up. Now get him. He's hexed. Branch comes through. IKT, they want this kill, but misses the Timber Chain again. He's going to fall almost certainly. No buildings taken in that engagement, mind you. Jug pushes in very aggressively. Buyback will come through. Getham's going to go ahead and bots in as well. This is looking dangerous. Neon pops the BKB. Oh, I'm slowed. Nope, maybe not. That's the right speed. Chakram comes through. Arrow comes up. It's going to hit Neon. Alexander, Abyssal Blade comes out. Neon's low, but not low enough. They also have, of course, the False Promise to rely on. Sonic Wave comes out. Omni Slash. False Promise came through on Neon. He already blinked back, though. Getham's low. Chakram doing some nice damage, and Alexander has to Blade Fury. They have the buyback of the Marauder. She's not using it, though. She doesn't have Boots of Travel ready to go. Hex is up. That'll be end of Div. Here comes Neon. He's looking to fight this. There's going to be the BKB from that Phantom Assassin. And Welkin getting chopped up by Chris. Look at the damage from the Chakrams, the Aghanim Scepter. Chris still has another life. He's going to work with the help of the rest of his squad. They will fall. Almost a team wipe. And that Rapier coming into good hands here for this Wraith King. Now with the Moonshard as well. And 8,000 gold. It is 96 minutes in, and we are closing in on what could be the end of this game. Whether one side or the other gets it will remain to be seen. And here we go. Both squads looking to fight here. The push-in coming through. Arrow will hit, but only for a moment at IKT. He'll pop the BKB. They want to take this Rex. They'll get it, almost assuredly. Glyph is there. They won't use it, and they're too busy fighting right now. They'll lose one on the Radiant side, two on the Dire. Chris, reincarnation, it's there. Get him. Trying to man fight Neon. We'll go ahead and get Yule's up. Rather actually saving him as Welkin was getting chased down. But Chris hexed up. He might fall. He'll lose the Rapier, and Black going and laying into this squad. Rapier on the deck. Branch is going to try to pick it up, and he will, but it is muted. It is owned by Chris. They will bling Black down. The Rapier about to get picked up by IKT. They're going to leave it on the deck. Give it to Chris. Pick it up, Chris. You have a free slot. Get your Rapier back, and he will. And they will get all 5. GG is finally called. No buybacks left for the Dire team. Only the PA is alive, and that looks to be it. The game is over. Woo, baby. What a game. Some angriness, some tears on both sides. Clown shoes, certainly, meme league, goddammit. Some crazy stuff. Some crazy stuff. I'm done. Real good game. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. I want to thank Chris Johnston and his crew for sending in the game. A lot of fun to cast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It'll be up on YouTube in about 10 to 20 minutes. Probably 20. I was going to do another game, but I'll probably do it later. I need a bit of a break. I know I didn't cast for the full hour and 37 minutes. I casted for about... I don't know how long I've been live for. Let's look. An hour and 20, so close enough. But, you know, it happens. It happens. Hour 20 minutes is a pretty long time, but still. Nice game. If you've enjoyed it, make sure you guys check out the Twitter for Moonduck, twitter.com/moonducktv, as well as moonduck.tv if you're interested in the replay cast. It is sold out now for my cast, but you can go ahead and wait about a week, and they'll be restocked with more casts for myself. You can find me over at Maut on Twitter as well if you've enjoyed the cast. But with that, I'll go ahead and leave you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.